in every book, there's a fascinating protagonist, and in Zulaikha, this is this is absolutely true. Um, Lily, can you please tell us about your main character, Zulaikha, who also the book is named for as well?
Sure. Um, Zulaikha, like to begin with, a little bit about the name. She's my cousin's name. My cousin's name is Zulaikha. So the origin of the book again, it started when I was very young and she was young, and one day she told me something that is in this book, but I won't tell
Yeah.
which part. So she gave me this inspiration and idea, and I told her that one day I'm going to write this story, and this is something that people should know. I told her, and she looked at me and said, "Would you do that something for me?" And I said yes. And I was, I think, 16 or 17 years old at that time. But then later on, I started writing this book. I thought about like the name, and I thought, okay, Zulaikha is a really hard name, and for the audience in Canada or the West. But then I thought about the origin of the name, also the origin of the historical figure. Um, the name is belongs to a woman, Zulaikha, who's the like a mythical or historical. She lived in Egypt, and she was a powerful woman, and her love story is very famous in the Middle East. So I thought maybe I should give a chance to this name to be heard in the West, as you know, because we hear about Cleopatra, we hear about
Yeah.
Scheherazade, and but nobody here. I don't know. I'm not saying nobody, but very rarely I've heard about like heard about Zulaikha. But there is a book of poetry about her, and her love story with Joseph is very famous actually in the Middle East. So that was a little bit about the name, that how the name was, and then the inspiration was again my cousin, my sister, and so many women in my life that I know uh, that kind of shaped this character for me.
And Zulaikha, I mean, it's a beautiful name. What would you say is your most favorite aspect of her personality?
The part that like mm, I remember like there is a section in the book that when she's after the lots and lots of troubles that she has, and she has a chance to move from
Mhm,
Abadan, and
mhm,
she now has moved to Bahrain, and she now has a chance to rent a very small room, and she notices the cracks on the wall. It's a very poor kind of room, but
yeah,
then a window, a very on like dirty window, but she notices the flower field, the field of some flowers outside,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
she thinks that the first thing I'm gonna do is washing these windows, and then just the things about her is that with all those hardship and all those turmoil that she's going go through, she notices the flower, the fields, the not the crack on the wall so much, and she cleans a lot. She finds like she's very organized, and she finds a way to reach peace, and in her love, no matter what.
Hmm. Yeah. She's a very strong woman too. A very strong woman. I like her very much.
Thank you.